Sir Hung hears rustling just across the way.
I can hear the breeze on my skin. 'Tis burnt orange.
That in English. The fuck's he saying?
I don't know.
There is electricity in the air.
Okay, Ronnie, so if he goes insane, can I inherit his experience points?
You're obsessed with experience points. No, let's not talk about that now.
I'm just saying, man, it's a waste of experience. I can use
Still
them.
thy cowardly tongue.
Oh, holy shit.
Prepare thyself for battle, witch.
Do I know you?
All right, Hung, I don't know what you're on, but I think it's clouding your judgment. She looks...
Naked master, the scales have finally fallen from mine eyes.
And welcome back, everyone, to the channel. I am Zach, your host, here on the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. She's so giddy right now, and I know why. I am joined today with...
Oh, me.
Sidekick Susie. And we're talking a movie that she introduced me to, and I fucking love this movie. All November is movies
As
to be
you
thankful
should.
for, as I should. But all month of November is movies to be thankful for, and this is definitely one of those. And if you are a D&D person or a magic person, anyone who's into LARPing, this is the movie for you. It is Knights of Badassdom, and it is
Badass.
it is so good. It stars Peter Dinklage, Summer Glau, Steve Zahn, Ryan Quentin, Margarita Levine, Jimmy Simpson, and Brett Gibson as Gunther, who never breaks character.
I love Gunther.
He is amazing. This movie
He
is great. Peter Dinklage, obviously.
A god.
Oh my god. It's particularly
But
in this movie.
Here's my question. This came out before he starred in...
Around the same time. I think this was 2011.
Yeah?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, look. 2013. Okay, so it was already... Game of Thrones was already going. So, okay, if you've never seen this movie, I'm going to sum this up for you pretty quickly. Knights of Badassdom. Guy breaks up with his girlfriend. His friends are really into D&D and LARPing. They drag him along. His friend's kind of an idiot. Ends up with a book that can do real magic. Ends up bringing in a succubus that now is killing people inside this camp full of people. And they are going after it. As basic as this story sounds, it is so good. It is so good. The chemistry with all these people and how you really feel like they're real life friends. The way it is, the way that they're so into it. And we love D&D. Another thing she got me into. So thankful for that, by the way. Oh my God, this movie is so good.
You don't say.
But you get Ryan Quentin, who plays Joe, and him and his girlfriend Beth. They just broke up. And
No. They didn't break up. She dumped his ass.
Oh, yes. She dumped his ass. And it's funny how Hung, played by Peter Dinklage, and Eric, played by Steve Zahn, they come to him, and he's like, I know what you need. And they get him ripped.
I know
it's
what
just
I
sativa.
need. He totally lied to him. He's like, it's a sativa. You'll feel great. And you'll be functional. Lies. That was a hybrid or an indica, y'all.
It messed him up, but they get him high and they drag him along to this LARPing event that's being ran by...
They didn't drag.
Oh, they drugged him and took him there. He ends up... And Ronnie, played by Jimmy Simpson, he's in charge of it. And him and Joe kind of have a rivalry going back to when Joe was still doing D&D, so they give him a big issue. He's like, well, you got to do a level 12 spell to bring him back.
Something like that.
And he's like, sure. And he ends up using this book that's been missing for centuries.
He found it on eBay. He didn't even know what it was.
And he's just reading out of it, or something like...
He was singing it. Okay, he couldn't read it, but he was singing it.
I love the movie, though. It's beautifully done. Now, look, the graphics in this movie are kind of cheesy.
I want a castle for a house.
Yes, he lives in a fucking castle. So
these are real life goals, y'all.
Eric lives in a castle because he ended up being a millionaire somehow, and it's
Lotto.
Yeah. It's awesome. You see this whole thing, and I don't know. I love the way that the movie plays out. Mm-hmm. I like how this demon thing that's summoned by accident, this succubus, takes the look of his ex Beth, but he ends up running into Gwen, played by Summer Glau, who's got her cousin Gunther, who never breaks character, constantly speaks in language, and so you can see the instant chemistry. Instantly.
She's like, oh, no, has nothing to do with me. Don't worry about that.
And she is badass.
Not my business.
They run into this sorcerer and a couple of his people, and she just whips through them like it's nothing. And the best part for me, now that, especially since I'm still new to the whole D&D thing, but I have done a little bit of LARPing with my friends Joe and Dan.
You didn't tell me you LARPed?
Yeah, we kind of, sort of did it. It was Vampires the Masquerade. Yeah. It was a brouhaha.
I have no idea what you just said, but okay.
But seeing all the people really into character, I mean, these people in this movie, all these extras, all these extra cast members are really good in these roles. Like, you believe they really are. And I bet you there's got a bunch of people like, hey, do you LARP? Want to come film a movie? Fuck yeah.
So when I'm old and crazy and losing it, and I'm like, let's go LARPing, you're not going to, like, pretend you don't know what I'm talking about, right? We're gonna go, right?
We're gonna go.
Because I'll Joe Bright you and put you
But, yes, so the succubus is going through and is killing all these people. And honestly, one of the best parts about this movie is, for sure, Peter Dinklage. His character,
he's such a hidden treasure.
He's eating shrooms, and he's just going through, like, you saw the opening clip to this video. He was so high, but he knew what was happening.
He was the only one to see her for who she truly was.
Yes. And unfortunately, something happens to him in the movie, and we're not giving any spoilers except for one part, and I want to jump into that real quick. Minor spoilers here. The ending. Oh my God, the ending of this movie.
Grab your snacks, your popcorn, your beverage, settle in. It's good.
The ending of this movie is just amazing. And it's something you've never seen in another movie. This dude loves, what is it, doom metal? Is that
yes.
What doom metal. And he uses doom metal to kill this demon thing.
It's so like a summoning. It sounds like a spell.
It is. Because the
and
book,
he has the gem.
Yes, because the gem to the book is the key to everything when it comes to this demon. Because
of course
Steve Zahn thinks that he's killing it, but turns out it just morphs it into this other beast. So you end up seeing that instead. And so it's like, it's just, I don't know, like you see it, and he's doing this whole doom metal thing the whole time, and it's just, I don't know, it's pretty awesome. And then you get at the end of the movie, because like I said, something happens to Peter Dinklage's character, but he ends up showing that back up at the end of the movie. Like, I don't know, he's definitely, what'd you say, he was a level 27 wizard by the end of this or something?
No. What I said is their buddy was trying to be a level 27 wizard, but really, Joe ended up being the level 27 wizard, because he's the one sitting there with the gem, singing the summoning spell and killing the beast. Summoned his friend from death. And
then all the while all this stuff is going on with these guys, you get this side plot with these guys who like to play paintball, constantly interfering with these LARPing events. They even show up at the end of this when they're calling because someone's dead, and they show up and just start shooting people, and then this thing comes and just kills everybody.
It's just, like, they make them so believable. You literally just hate them while you're watching it. Like, I'm just saying. I hated them. Not hated them like, oh, I wish they weren't a part of this movie, but hated them like I really hated them for who they were. Like,
yeah. One of them played by W. Earl Brown, who's actually a really well-known actor.
Hey, guess what?
He's like the main one.
They fucked up your face.
Yeah. I'm not going to say nothing else. Not going to say nothing about that. It's interesting. But
are you sure I should do reviews with you? Because I'm like Susie the spoiler.
You didn't tell nothing.
I'm so Susie spoiled.
They'll see. It's in the beginning of the movie.
Susie spoiled. Don't let you be fooled.
But I love this movie. The cast is great. yes, you get to the end of the movie and you can see their CG budget's probably a little low, but I think that's what makes the movie so endearing to me anyways, because it is a low-budget film, but it's so freaking good.
I love it.
I love the story. It's cheesy as fuck. All right, and this is a great movie to get high to, if I'm just going to be real. Get high and watch this movie, okay? You know me, but that's how I feel. Get high and watch this movie. I think it makes it even 10 times better than it already is.
You're literally telling people to go do stuff with their life. Calm yourself. You can decide for yourself, but it's a great movie.
But it is a great movie. You have this big thing at the ending, and you get Peter Dinklage back with the glowing eyes. I love the whole thing, and it definitely gets. And I don't give this score away very often. This gets a perfect 10 out of 10 with me. You know,
like, I'm just curious. I wonder what Peter thinks of the movie.
I bet he loves it.
I bet you can tell. I bet he just like really. I don't know. Like, I can't speak for him. I'm not Peter, but he looked like he just had a blast.
But, like, okay, so you could see, like, during the filming
it, yeah.
Like, you could see just how he's acting in this movie. He's having fun. Like, these guys are out in the woods, LARPing, dressed and having
he's
battles.
Like, what did you do? Where'd you drag me?
Like, you just watch it. Like, you could just see.
He looks like he's having so much fun.
Exactly. Like, he's just, you know, just with his voice, you know, showing him how to do all the moves. And he's, like, the scene where she walks up and first meets him, and she's like, finish him! And he just headshot. You're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's such a fun movie.
What can I say? But you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're super welcome.
Thank you.
It was totally worth it.
Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. What do you give it?
Way more than that.
Well, we're on a scale 1 to 10.
I just have to say, like, okay, you knew how much I loved Hush, right?
Yes.
This, by far, is my favorite movie in the entire world, I swear. And I have a lot of movies I really, really like, but this is my most favorite movie ever.
Yeah. And, you know,
I just love it.
I needed a movie like this today. Today is the 18th, and today is 10 years to the day that my grandmother passed away. So I do want to take a second to remember her, because I think this is a movie even my grandmother would appreciate.
I think she did a good job with you.
I think so too. Thank you for that. But I do miss her, and I'm not about being a Debbie Downer on this channel, but I can't help but think about my grandma today.
I don't think you're a Debbie Downer for remembering your loved ones and honoring them.
Yeah.
I think that's just a nice
so
thing.
I definitely, this review is definitely for her, and I could see her seeing this movie and actually enjoying it. Mm-hmm. She'd probably tell me, Zachary, you're a bit of an idiot, but she'd laugh at this movie. Maybe one day I'll review a John Wayne movie for her, like.
Aww.
But yeah, just want to remember my grandma. But yeah, this movie, it's awesome. The cast is great. The only thing I would say that is kind of, why? And you see this, it's like a trope in a lot of movies. Girl breaks up with boy gets drunk. Like, I'm just start boozing. I don't know, that's not me, obviously, but it's one minor thing in a movie that's just great to me.
But he didn't just get drunk.
Oh no, he got blazed. He went down in a blaze of glory.
He was more trashed than a New Year's Eve party. I'm just saying. Those are good friends. Those are the kind of friends you want. Real life goals right there.
Exactly. But that's going to do it for me. Again, I'm Zach.
I'm always Susie. That doesn't ever change.
Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are on our way to Thanksgiving, going into Christmas. A lot of videos. Ooh.
In case you don't see Susie again, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Enjoy your families.
Definitely happy Thanksgiving.
It's 2020. Life is too unpredictable right now to not enjoy your loved ones.
No doubt.
Like, definitely be safe, because if your family's older or something, you don't want to take that risk, but enjoy your families.
No doubt. So with that being said, remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all else,
join the nation.
Oh, you took my line.
You're welcome.